Okay, friends, welcome to day 21. And this is all about sleep hacks from a former insomniac. As you've heard from my story, I suffered from 18 months of insomnia, and that's not even a lot. I've talked to people who've had insomnia for 10 years, 20 years, and I just can't even imagine how tough that must be. So if you're dealing with insomnia, please try these tips. They really help. So I'll talk you through some of the things I do during the day to help set me up for a beautiful night's sleep, and then we'll move into an actual guided visualization that you can use lying in bed to help you drift off into deeper, more restful sleep. So again, a reminder that the program now is that you wake up on your own and you do the M-word technique before coffee, breakfast, or computer, and then any point during the day you can listen and watch these videos with me, and then you can cherry pick the ones that feel most relevant to you once you've moved through and learned all of the techniques. Okay, so some things that have really helped my sleep. This one's tough, but we gotta just say no to technology at least an hour before bed. And that means phones, computers, and even TV. Even Kindles are not great. You know, anytime you have light shining into your eyes, your brain basically thinks that it's the sun. And so it thinks that it's daytime and time to be active and awake. So we don't want any light shining into our eyes. And if you can soften the lights or dim the lights in your room a few hours before bed, or even anytime after sunset, this is really going to help. Now, I've installed something on my computer called F.Lux. It's an app, F.Lux, and what it does is that it knows when the sun sets in your time zone, and then it starts to warm up the color of the light that comes out of the computer screen, because it's really that blue light that wreaks havoc on our sleep. You can also get an EMF cover for your phone, and it's just a clear cover. It just looks like a screen protector, but it will help to block some of those EMF waves that can also cause insomnia. Now, some other tricks are doing a magnesium salt bath, or even taking a tablet of magnesium about an hour before bed. Now, magnesium is not a sleeping pill. It's a mineral that a lot of us are deficient in, but it's also a mild muscle relaxant. And so it's not going to hurt you in any way. It's actually quite detoxifying. Most of us are deficient in it. So you take that about an hour before bed, and that's really helpful. The other thing I've started doing is just a little bit of magnesium gel on my hands and on my belly and on the bottoms of my feet right when I get into bed. You know, my mom had been suffering from insomnia for the past year, and she tried the gel and it worked like a charm. So find out what works for you. Obviously, like teas, lavender tea, chamomile tea, these can all be really soothing as well before bed. And one final pro tip is that you definitely don't want to do your meditation or your M-word technique anywhere near bed. Ideally, that's done first thing in the morning to prime your brain and your body for better performance, because the meditation that I teach is quite restful. So if you do a meditation at 10 o'clock at night, it's going to give you all this energy and all these great ideas and no one to tell them to but your cat. So better to do that earlier in the day. So for today's exercise, I actually want you to save this until you're ready to fall asleep. And I want you to listen to it lying down in bed with the lights off so that you can just drift off into sleep. And don't worry about staying awake to hear the end of it. Just if sleep comes, let it come. So we'll start this exercise lying in bed with the lights low. You can go ahead and close your eyes. And we're simply going to scan the body, checking in from the very top of our head to the very bottom of our feet. We're not trying to change anything. We're not trying to control anything. We're simply scanning the body, and we want to notice what's the most prevalent physical sensation happening for me right now. So do this with me. Just scan through your body, starting at the top of your head, your eyes, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your hands, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, ankles, and feet. And just asking the question, what's the most prevalent sensation happening for me right now? Perhaps you can simply feel the weight of your body against the bed, or maybe your heart is racing. There's no right or wrong. You're just asking the question, what's the most prevalent physical sensation? And gently bring your awareness to whatever that sensation is. Let it talk to you. Let it say whatever it needs to say. Oftentimes the sensation will get a little bit more pronounced. So you're just breathing into it, gently allowing your awareness to rest on whatever this sensation is. Breathing some life into it, and as you exhale, noticing that it softens. And do that a few more times, breathing into the sensation, letting it communicate whatever the sensation is intended for. And as you exhale, just letting that sensation soften. Really good. Now let's scan the body again, all the way from the top of the head to the bottom of our feet. And we're just curious. We're asking the question, what's the next most prevalent sensation happening in my body? Are there butterflies in my stomach? Are my eyelids starting to feel heavy? We're not judging things as good or bad, right or wrong. We're simply scanning the body and allowing the sensations to be heard. Oftentimes the body sensations are like little kids. They just want attention. And if we ignore them, then they have to talk louder. But if you simply listen, then they can say what they need to say, and then they can go to bed themselves. So when you notice the next most prevalent sensation, just breathing into that, and as you exhale, letting it soften. Breathing into the sensation, letting it say whatever it wants to say. And as you exhale, just feeling your body relax, feeling it get heavy, almost like you're melting into the bed. Really good. And we'll scan the body one more time. Just from the very top of the head, moving down through the eyes, the nose, the lips, the jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your hands. Just letting everything soften and melt into the bed, your belly, your hips, tops of your legs, your calves, your ankles and your feet. And as we scan the body this final time, just asking the question, what's the most prevalent sensation happening right now? Simply noticing it. Breathing into it. And as you exhale, letting it soften and release. Really good. And now, bringing your awareness to your belly, to a point about 2 inches below your belly button. Just ever so gently allowing your awareness to rest right here. And as you inhale and exhale, we're going to count to 10. And any time that you notice that your mind starts reviewing the past or rehearsing the future, that's all A-okay. You would simply start back at 1. So we're inhaling 1, exhaling 2. Inhaling 3, and exhaling 4. All the while our attention is at this point, just 2 inches below the belly button. And the point is not to get all the way to 10. The point is to be gentle with ourselves as we start again. Giving ourselves permission to be in our bodies in this moment. Inhaling 1, exhaling 2. Inhaling 3, exhaling 4. And if the mind does its job and continues to take mental field trips, it's all good. This is an opportunity to simply start again. And we come back to 1, ever so gently resting the awareness just 2 inches below the belly. You might do this exercise for years and never get to 10. That's A-okay. And if you do get to 10, then you simply start again. All the while noticing that your body's getting heavier, sleepier, and surrendering into the bed and into sleep. And we'll bring this to a close. Feel free to continue to do this on your own as you gently drift into sleep. Just inhaling 1, exhaling 2, inhaling 3, exhaling 4, as you gently fall into a deep, rejuvenating sleep. The end.